Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we take companies and really dive deep into what their official papers are trying to tell us. Today we are looking at Liberty Live Holdings Incorporated's most recent report. Buckle up because even a seemingly small change in a company's rulebook can signal big shifts ahead. Before we get into the nitty-gritty, if you love getting clear, no-nonsense breakdowns of corporate filings, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And for more real-time discussions and to connect with fellow corporate sleuths, join our Discord community, linked right down in the description below. Alright, so what we have here is a Form 8K filing. Think of this as a company's way of telling the public about important events that are too big to wait for their next regular update. We are looking at Liberty Live Holdings Incorporated, and they have some updates to share. But this filing isn't loaded with fresh financial numbers for us to crunch today. Instead, it is all about an important change in their internal rules of governance. The main event in this report is a change to the company's bylaws. Bylaws are basically the operating manual for a company. They lay out how the board of directors makes decisions, how officers are appointed, and all sorts of internal procedures. What Liberty Live Holdings has done is officially amend and restate their bylaws. The most significant change here is that the chairman of the board will now be considered an executive officer of the company. This might sound like a minor detail, but it's actually quite important because it elevates the chairman's role and responsibilities. What this means in practice is that Robert R. Bennett, who was already the chairman, is now officially the executive chairman. This designation means he is not just overseeing the board, but he is actively involved in the day-to-day management and strategic decisions of the company, like the chief executive officer or chief operating officer would be. This signals a more hands-on approach from the top leadership, potentially leading to quicker decision making and a more unified strategic vision. Sometimes this kind of shift is made to clarify roles, but often it's about concentrating power or responsibility. This filing also points us to Exhibit 3.1, which is the full text of these amended and restated bylaws. While we won't go through every single comma in there, the core takeaway is this executive role for the chairman. This is the kind of stuff you have to watch in corporate filings. Companies don't make these changes lightly. It often reflects a strategic direction or a response to market conditions. For Liberty Live Holdings, this move suggests they are looking to streamline leadership and potentially accelerate their business plans with a more integrated executive team. Now, you'll see some technical tags and identifiers throughout these filings, like some we've scrolled by, such as TMB:Liberty Live Group Common Class, a member, and TMB:Liberty Live Group Common Class C member. These are internal classifications and data points that help the SEC and other financial systems understand the different classes of stock and their roles within the company. For us watching the show, they tell us there are different types of shares, like Series A and Series C common stock, which are traded on the Nasdaq Stock Market LLC. And speaking of trading, the report lists the company's securities registered on public exchanges, specifically their Series A Liberty Live Group common stock under the ticker LIVA and their Series C Liberty Live Group common stock under the ticker LIFGEEK. Both of these are traded on the Nasdaq Stock Market LLC. This confirms they are publicly traded companies with shares available for investors to buy and sell. This is a pretty standard part of an 8K, just confirming what we already know about their public listing status. Scrollage has a ticker symbol that denotes a specific class of stock. This confirms the company is indeed publicly traded, and its stock is available on major exchanges. The report indicates that the company is an emerging growth company. This classification means they can take advantage of certain regulatory benefits and extended timelines for adopting new financial accounting standards. They have elected not to use this extended transition period, meaning they will adopt new financial standards as they are released, which generally signals a commitment to transparency and earlier alignment with evolving accounting practices. Overall, this filing is less about the financial performance in the short term and more about the underlying structure and governance of Liberty Live Holdings Incorporated. The elevation of the chairman to an executive officer role is the primary story here. It's a move that centralizes leadership and could signal a more aggressive or focused strategic push. While we don't have numbers to dissect today, understanding these governance shifts is crucial because they often precede or influence future financial results. It suggests a leadership that is taking a very direct and potentially more decisive role in steering the company. So, what does this all mean for Liberty Live Holdings? On the surface, it is a structural change. But beneath the corporate jargon, it is about leadership. Appointing the chairman as an executive officer brings the top strategic role and the top operational role closer together. This can lead to faster execution of strategies and a more unified company direction. It's a strength if the executive leadership team is competent and aligned. However, it can also be a risk if there is a single point of failure, or if the board becomes too dominant without sufficient checks and balances. The fact that they are an emerging growth company and have chosen not to use the extended transition period for new accounting standards is also noteworthy. It suggests a commitment to transparency and perhaps a desire to be seen as more mature and up-to-date by investors. This can be a positive signal showing they aren't trying to defer accounting changes. In conclusion, while this Form 8K doesn't offer a financial report card, it paints a picture of how Liberty Live Holdings Incorporated is structuring its leadership. The shift towards an executive chairman is the key takeaway, pointing towards a more integrated and potentially faster-paced leadership style. It's a move that warrants watching to see how it translates into future business decisions and, ultimately, financial performance. Alright. That is our breakdown of Liberty Live Holdings' latest filing. What is your take on this leadership change and what it could mean for the company's future? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this straightforward analysis helpful, please give this video a thumbs up. It really helps us out, and of course subscribe for more deep dives into the world of corporate finance. Don't forget to join our Discord community, linked in the description, for more discussions. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.